cooking this morning.
We are. We are going to go over to the Kitchen World Kitchen where Victoria is right now.
That's right. What's going on, guys?
You are going to have to fight off everybody when they smell this wonderful gazpacho that Chef Mark from Wellington Pub is going to make for us today.
It's a chilled Mexican vegetable soup, and too many people shy away from soups because they're cold, but it's a delicious start to a summer meal, and the leftovers can be readily utilized.
And you can use all the vegetables that you have in your garden. It's perfect time.
You don't have to use the ones here. If you want to spice it up, you can put in some shredded radish and some hot pepper or whatever you'd like.
What makes it the Mexican twist to the gazpacho? Is it always?
Well, it was originated there.
Oh, it was?
Yeah, that's where it's traditionally from. And, I mean, the oreganos and the fresh vegetables are a staple there.
All right, let's list some of the ingredients that we can use. If you have vegetables in your house, can you replace one of them?
Oh, absolutely.
With something else?
Absolutely. You can use hot peppers. You can use, I mean, any vegetables that you like can go into this soup. It's tomato-based, so that is pretty much a must. And you do want your celery and your peppers in there because that's a traditional way, but you can add any other things that you like or have in your vegetable garden at home.
Do you have to take fresh vegetables, or can you take the can?
A good canned tomato is just fine for this soup, but it's also nice to roast tomatoes on the grill and put them in a sealed container for a second, and peel off the skin, and use the fresh grilled tomatoes. It adds a nice smoky flavor to the soup.
Do you have to grind up all the seeds or anything?
No, you'd cut the tomato in half and gently squeeze them out.
Oh.
Through a strainer so the seeds come out and you can save the juices.
Okay.
And chop up the tomatoes and use that as the base also.
All right, so get any kind of vegetables that you can together. Peppers, cucumbers, carrots.
We have cucumbers, celery, leeks, and carrots. And over here we have red and yellow peppers.
And when we come back, we're going to try and whip all this together. Terrific. Thank you very much, Chef Mark. Back to you guys.
All right, sounds good. Welcome back. Chef Mark is ready to show us the next few steps of his gazpacho recipe.
Yep, Victoria's over there right now getting them together. What's going on, Vic?
All right, gazpacho, it's easier to make than it is to spell.
Yes.
Chef Mark from the Wellington Pub here. It's a great summer meal, and what you see here is actually something you can make 3 meals. We're going to do the second helpings later, but it's great for the summer because then you don't have to spend so much time in the kitchen.
That's right, and you can be out on your patio grilling your chicken while your soup is chilling, and it's an excellent way to start a summer meal.
Excellent. Now, a base of this are the spices that you have.
Correct. The chopped tomatoes we have here, but then we also have olive oil and hot sauce and rice wine vinegar, cider vinegar.
Can I break in there? Rice wine vinegar. What if you don't have that? Do you have to go buy it, or can you use...
Cider vinegar will work just fine.
That's the brownish colored one?
And I also use a balsamic in this
for
a little bit of sweetness.
All right.
And we got Worcestershire sauce, dill, basil, savory, oregano, garlic, and salt and pepper.
What is savory?
Oh, savory.
It smells like oregano.
It is, it does resemble oregano. It is one of my favorite spices in soups. I really love, and stews.
I do too.
It really adds a wonderful flavor.
And how much of all of this, how long will it take you to prepare this once you chop it up?
Chopping is the biggest part of this right here, and it's really important to get a nice fine dice on things so you don't get big chunks of onion that overpower. You want everything to blend together nicely. And it is best to chill it overnight, but you don't have to. A couple hours is fine.
Excellent.
Now, you can also puree some of it, put it back in to the mixture to give it a little bit more body on the soup.
A creamier. All right, when we come back, we're going to put that together, which is like that. And then you're going to start actually one of your second helpings.
We're going to show you how to do
you're great. You're going to give us 3 helpings today.
Yes, we are.
Terrific. Thank you very much, Chef Mark. Back to you guys.
If you're planning on if you don't have something, you can we're talking food here.
We are talking food. A little roundabout, but we're going to get there. Victoria's in the kitchen right now, and she's going to show us the food.
Food, please, now.
I see we need sustenance for Joe. He's falling, and he can't get up. All right, we have Chef Mark here from Wellington Pub.
Wellington Pub on Hurdle Avenue.
And you are going to be making gazpacho. Actually, I'm going to help you make it right now. These are the ingredients that we're going to be putting in, all your chopped vegetables and then spices that you had named before. Savory?
Yep, oregano, dill, basil. That would be balsamic vinegar, Worcestershire sauce, hot sauce, cider vinegar, and olive oil.
Okay, and garlic, of course.
Garlic, of
All right, I'm
course.
going to start putting this in.
The vegetables in, yep.
And I want to talk to you a little bit about Wellington Pub.
Oh, our patio just
borrow
opened,
that?
so that's a nice addition to the summer there. And Sundays we have a 2-for-1 steak special.
What's that?
Two strip steaks for $20.10.
Oh my gosh, where can you get that?
We fresh cut it every Sunday morning, and it's getting to be quite popular.
And where are you located?
We're located 1541 Hurdle Avenue, right near Parkside.
And what are your specialties?
Oh, we have a wonderful roast beef on weck. We get our burgers fresh ground from Johnny's Meat Market every morning.
Love Johnny's.
And nice 8-ounce big burger. We have many specialty burgers on the menu. As I said, the patio is open, and Monday nights we have a wing and beer specials. And during all football games, we have wing and beer specials. And let's hope we get a chance to do that this
Right, we need
season.
some
You
good.
never know.
We need some good weather. Hopefully, we'll
Yeah,
get
we
warm.
need a football season.
We sure do. We do. That's right.
Okay, now
Everything.
you can just mix in all those ingredients. And when
Okay.
they mix in well, we'll add the tomato juice to it.
And I always
get it to
thought,
the right
though,
consistency.
the gazpacho, you had to Cuisinart, you had to
You
mush
know,
it up.
I do usually Cuisinart part of it and put it back in there, but I like the integrity of the vegetables to stay.
Pour it in now?
That's why that's why I chop them really fine, because you like to see what you're getting, you know? I mean, and
That's true.
the
It has that
flavors
pretty.
meld all together once you chill it, and it turns out to be wonderful. And over here, we're reducing the sauce for our second helpings.
Okay, so by
So-
reducing, all you have to do is put it in a pan.
Put it in a pan and warm it up. Bring it to a boil, and then gently simmer it until the sauce. You can see how it's starting to get thick here.
Yep. How long would that take?
And in a small pan like this, with it spread over the bottom, probably 10 to 12 minutes at a decent heat.
All right, and how much would this serve? How many people?
Well, if you have bowls like
Look at
this,
how
it
pretty
wouldn't
that is.
serve that many.
Right.
But I usually serve them in a small chilled cup or bowl, and you should get at least 15 servings out of that, I would think, maybe
All right.
more. So if you make this recipe at home, we can utilize it many different ways for a second helping.
All right, let's just get started because we only have 2 minutes for our second helping. Let's pick, which one are you going to do first?
Well, here I have a grilled chicken,
Okay.
which I seasoned with onion powder, garlic powder, mesquite seasoning, and Cajun spice, and grilled that.
Okay.
When it comes off the grill, you're reducing the sauce and pour it over the chicken.
Wow, I think our second helping is done.
Put a little shredded pepper jack cheese on there, and you can use another mild Mexican cheese if you'd like, but I prefer a little bit of heat with the
I do too.
pepper jack. And then you simply pop it in the oven. You can go out on the patio and enjoy a beer while it's finishing off.
And if you have any leftover gazpacho, you can serve it with the gazpacho.
Yes, you can, as a starter, yes.
How about that?
And
How long should you put it in the oven? Can I just try? Should I try this one or that one? I'd be
you
accused
can
of
try
second.
either one you like. I'll get you a chilled bowl if you want.
That's delicious.
Now, we do have one that I made earlier and that allowed the flavors to come
I'll try
together
that one,
on
too.
it, so we can try that in a moment.
When we come back for our second helping.
Yes.
All right, Chef Mark, Wellington Pub, thank you so much.
You're
Back
welcome.
to you guys. Special Tuesday here on Winging It. We have a 3-for-1. We showed you gazpacho. Chef Mark did, actually. Gazpacho from the Wellington Pub, and he's got 2 second helpings that you can actually use with the gazpacho. I am ready with my fork and my plate. Explain this one to us.
Here we have a broiled haddock, and it's topped with reduced gazpacho and served over a bed of spinach. You can lightly saute the spinach, or you can leave it fresh and crisp if you'd like, if you prefer that. And on our other second helping, we did a Mexican chicken.
And we were talking earlier about chips, because I said, you know what, this would taste great with
And
chips.
you can get some wonderful tortilla chips are great with any of this, the soup or this, and they also have like guacamole flavored chips and spicy chips that you can add and add a little bit more of a
Should you
zest to
crumple them up on top or just serve them next to it?
Yes, yeah, you can do either one. I mean, I would say on the chicken, you might want to crumble it up a little bit at the last minute and slide it back in the oven so everything's crisp. And,
I'm ready.
Here, we'll get you out a little slice of the... Give you a little more of the sauce and cheese here.
This is great. And how long should you leave it in the oven?
If the chicken is already cooked, cooked, you really just want to heat it through and melt the cheese. So at 350 or 375, it won't take you any more than 15 minutes to reheat.
And other than the cheese, it's really got no fat in there.
No, the sauce is, as you know, just vegetables.
Fresh vegetables.
And a fresh, well-trimmed piece of chicken with no fat on it. It's a
another healthy summer meal.
Healthy summer meal.
All right, excellent. So with the chicken, you can make that a Mexican kind of casserole with gazpacho.
Correct.
Boiled down. What is the fancy word again?
Reduced.
Reduced. And they had Chef Mark from Wellington Pub on
1541 Hurdle Avenue.
Excellent. We'll see you again. And I made those crab cakes. Great job.
Thank you.
All right, back to you guys.